and let me tell you how they played Donald. Trump, during his first term.
Zambians got too creative with this one. The word is
very important. Anybody who can help my sister here. When do we declare the end of the future? Anybody who can help my sister here. When do we declare the end of the future? Anybody who can help my sister here. When do we declare the end of the future?
Hi, Edmund. Greetings, everyone. Mulishan. Good evening. Hi. How are you? Munishani. Hi, Milk Zambia. Welcome. Milk Zambia, how are you? Tachoma muli bwanji. Bwino che. Oh, pa TikTok. Shia posa nelingi. Okay, mumpele number yenu so that we can play it.
So therefore we sponsor and therefore we push.
Oh.
What?
At mulefa sponsor.
So we for that video kuwata.
Oh, okay. Nala yumfa.
Video kurodesha pamilimo.
Nala yumfa. I am going to listen to it. Hello, Leonfa. Nala yumfa.
ndefaka sponsor mami so ndefo kuipulilisha so mora isanga pa mwini box umoja.
Okay, nala imona. Thank you. Thank you.
Otherwise ndife wena ine turero lela fi mwino lese fi ala tsungiri.
Ah, well, Valesa, God is in control.
Marita mala.
God is in control.
Pali wani pa mukala pali wala ukavyo. Ukatinga wani kwa chapa.
Okay. Chiten share. Twala yamba lero natukwata ma topic ayengi. Lot of topics, guys. Thank you. Chiten share, power tap and like. Our topic natukwata ayengi. A Fred member has been arrested. And then we are talking about show yaba makebi Zulu mailo.
The other one lives in Lusaka. So the one who lives in Lusaka works in government. He's a UPND. So analemwe bati now President of HH, he's very predictable. So if you are under MMEMBE, I'm telling you, in fact I even assured you, I assure you that MMEMBE will be summoned by the police. Or he will be arrested. Anything Alanda. Umnandi you UPND how now I don't think that boss Bandiba is a very intelligent man. Nobody is arrest forgive you muntu or just let go. If one day Munanjoka, I'd know about both Bandiba Quatamano, you know, but if that's what these are the words he used. Also, Muntu was a arrest. No. Men don't be arrested, I can promise you, I can assure you. He was assuring me, Umunanjoi. Until a president work very intelligent and he's not he's very unpredictable, not predictable. In a that HH is very predictable. So na membo you want arrest. Umunanjoi, Umutongo, you UPND. I cannot know. But President was an intelligent, very educated, he's wise, he's a wise man. He cannot arrest Fred MMEMBE. Lelo Fred MMEMBE has been detained. Exactly what I was telling my friend. That HH was very predictable. And he's not even intelligent. And also, in fact, if it comes to wisdom, HH has zero, none, zero. But no, I don't think the president to a state of so no to arrest MMEMBE. Unless maybe you start some ways and to move maybe they can now conquer or no to allow fire land because that's how they post many video. But no, many video it was emphasizing on forgiveness. No quite much more suma. No, you know what? Quite a much more suma HH. Let us to do like Zambia Munabashiki Abantu. Much more te forgive. That's what they were saying. But as I predicted, that HH Takwatamano, he has arrested MMEMBE. Just for that video, just for that advice. Anyway, when you go back to Christianity, since most of you think that you are Christians, but you are not. When you go to the Bible, the Bible says that if you are quiet in the midst of persecution, then you are not close to God. That you are not a child of God if you are seeing other people are being persecuted, arrested, or people are suffering and you are just watching without doing anything. Not a say or not a help. Imwe Christians, Christians, but with poor. What about HH? What would you say about this? Because what member was saying is what Jesus Christ would have said exactly. If Jesus Christ was on earth today, he would have used the same words HH used, MMEMBE used. Please, forgive and have a good heart. Have empathy. That's what Jesus Christ would have said. So in a Yesu Kristo ngani pacharo lero would have been arrested for criticizing a church. No, but a child which we Christian, we must have a church. That's what means that we over. You proclaim to love the Lord and keep the Sabbath. Not all the Seventh-day Adventists support a church, but let's support a church. You keep the Sabbath holy, and you are still supporting someone who's arresting a person who's advising him to do what the Bible says, and you are supporting a church. What other words can I describe you? Because if Puba is an understatement, maybe I should just use a stronger word. But I want for today. You go to church and keep the Sabbath holy, and some of you worship God on Sunday. But you are supporting what I saw some of the comments disgusting. Some of the comments probably MMEMBE's page. You are still supporting. I'm coming for Facebook. If people are worse, no wonder I call you by group 3. Look what you just support the Amafi. In fact, even HH Nugget Sushi, I think he will be arguing it. Don't take sushi, this perfume. That's what you'll be doing. No, Nugget take sushi, you'll be arguing, no, this perfume, take sushi, HH take sushi, I don't perfume chapwa.
Yeah.
That's what you'll be saying. Because
oh my God.
Iran can have you are celebrating about HH or HH Akan and India from America, Shanyoko. After 2 days, yes, from newspaper, no, they're still negotiating. HH can India from Trump. 30. Today, I saw the comments, you are condemning MMEMBE. You know, how can we bring it to one of the stupid comments said, how can you bring, how can HH bury the body which is in Zambia? Be serious, let's get serious with Zambians. Oh, sorry, how can HH bury the body which is in South Africa? Like, what kind of defense is that? So, when we want to about HH, you make me feel like I'm very, very intelligent. You make me feel like I'm very, very wise. Okay, I'm wise anyway. But you make me feel like I'm the only wise person talking because, please, over. Why would you even think of Christianity that you are a Christian, but you're supporting Chipubachi church? What did MMEMBE do? What did MMEMBE say, which was against the law? Like, tell me, what can I say? The constitution in Iran, which is deducted by HH. If you just search in this stupid constitution here, you are not going to find anything, any offense in what MMEMBE said, in the words MMEMBE used. No offense at all. But today he's detained. What I'm saying is that things change. The seeds that HH has planted, there's so much bad seeds. They'll come back to him. I'm telling you, he's going to reap. One day, he's going to reap.
Sorry, guys. Hi, welcome. We are here because a lot is going on. So, MMEMBE, I'm just processing what that man was saying. You know, he's very dramatic in what he says. But you know, we are here, guys. Happy Nchwala ceremony. Murishani Mwebonse. Power tap, share, and like the page. Power tap and share, like the page. If you are new on the page, you can follow Queen Pumi on YouTube. We post all the videos on YouTube. But TikTok, power tap, ama likes abantu. So chiteni power tap mwita bantu. Yeah. Power tap and our Facebook chiteni share. Follow, like, and share. Naikaba. We are getting there, guys. We are getting there, guys. So, you know, MMEMBE has just been arrested, and I want to play the video of MMEMBE, why he has been arrested and charged with harassment and humiliation. So let me play the video that Mr. Dr. MMEMBE posted, and then we go from there. And then we are also talking about the EMV polls. We are talking about McKenzie. Yesterday, he shut the internet down. McKenzie shut the internet down. I think total people watched him live yesterday. Maybe 3,000 to 4,000 people were watching Honorable McKenzie Zulu live yesterday. He shut the internet down. It was amazing. It was beautiful just to watch him speak, you know, with so much humility. He spoke with a humility and a wealth of knowledge, and you could see that he's ready. He's ready to lead Zambia out of poverty. He is ready to lead Zambia as one country, one Zambia, one nation, no tribe. So thank you guys for the likes. I see you. MMEMBE, yes, let's hear what MMEMBE said. Let me play that for record purposes, and we go from there.
I've been called there by the police in connection with the statement I made demanding the burial of Edgar. Edgar is not an ordinary citizen. He's our former president, whether we like him or not, whether we like it or not. But his body belongs to his family. He has been lying in the mortuary, frozen in a fridge for 9 months now. Because Hichilema doesn't want his family to bury him. He wants himself to bury Edgar. Edgar, who was not his friend. Edgar, who was not his relative. Edgar, who he was not talking to, who he was at loggerheads with. Why does Hichilema want to bury Edgar himself? Leko mnoga ya tushete buntu uvu. Batilo mweo wa muntu waba mukutwi. Chola chintomfwa apulikira mulemba mukutwi. Ichi kutirwe tachumfwe ndivu. Leka banove bachitefula lefwa. It can't be your way all the time. Our constitution is your way, only everything is your way. This country is not going to be a good place for any of us to live in. If it's not a good place for all of us to live in, where's your mutima mumendo? Mailo Nkavaku Police Headquarters for 9 hours. I've been called there by the police.
So that was Honorable MMEMBE, Dr. Freddie MMEMBE, letting us know why he was summoned. And let me play the statement which got him summoned, you know. I don't think arresting MMEMBE is the best thing to do. But before we comment, let me play the tape on what harassment and humiliation he caused the president of Zambia. Yeah. So, Zambia, you know, as a president, the president should have a thick skin. Charges. Advice is free. But president, my advice is free. Hello, advice. Advice 10 cedi. So, my advice is free. Kudiba president, Chilema. I think as a president, he should have thick skin, you know. But the president should have a thick skin, not umuntu. Yeah. Send me the clip. I need to find the clip. We want to take clip 1 to me. Who has a clip for MMEMBE? So we play it. As a president, he should have a thick skin. But president, haka indi. Haka indi today mi papata. How can you arrest a fellow presidential candidate? The best way is kuti baba tumina fye phone balanda and nga pali amashu ya moyo balandire ba membe kuti bachita apologize. Mama, I think that the president and Bamembe, they are on one level. They were in campaign together. They know each other way back. I am balanced. I'm saying about president na Bamembe, they are on one level. Bonse ba fiashi, bonse ma presidential candidates. So if there is a problem, the president can just call Bamembe and sort it out. But the problem is, you know, we have been saying here, we have been singing, like leave the ECL family bury their loved one. Why mule ingira muri ashidiaba ili akushiko muntu abene? Okay, if it's not by HH, by a Zambian government, by Attorney General Bakabesha, ngateba HH kanshi. Let us talk to the Attorney General Bakabesha. The Zambian government, if it's not HH, then who is it? It's the Zambian government. So, in the Zambian UPND government, stay away from this. Since it's not by HH, by HH, involved. Let the government, in central committee, by UPND, decision, let them stay away from this funeral. Because it has to point to somebody, right? And the HH is the head of the UPND government. Mamona. That's why this thing is pointing to HH. This thing is pointing to HH because he's the head of the government. So, if by HH as the head of the government cannot take responsibility, he should say it. So instead of prosecuting Bamembe for harassment and humiliation, I think the president should come and say, I am not part of this decision to take the Lungu family to court. I have no say on this matter. I think it will carry, people will respect by HH. People will respect by HH. If by HH, instead of pressing charges on Bamembe, who is simply speaking for as a Christian, if your brother is being persecuted, the Lungu family has been denied burial of Balungu. So it is only right that all of us should speak to say, let the Lungu family bury Balungu. Leloni 9 months lelo, my loni 9 months without burying Balungu. My law, it will be 9 months. So if my message could be by HH, if you are not involved in that law case here of South Africa, come out in the open and say you have nothing to do with it, so that Pakulanda, if Landa for justice as a Christian, Bible Landa, what does the Bible say? We are our brother's keepers. The Bible say we are our brother's keepers. So if we're our brother's keepers, if we're sakamene life yaba Lungu family kuria, Tulelanda 9 months tomorrow, Balungu is unburied, and it's the Zambian government involved. Bamembe fidafine bali rumbuna ba HH. What ba HH can do instead of suing Bamembe is just to come to call number one ba HH ngabali tumina phone Bamembe and tell Bamembe kuba tawa Bamembe if imwana ndile is not true. Can you apologize, withdraw? And then Ingabamembe Ngabaka Nokshta apologize, withdraw, whatever. Then he can go and sue him. But by HHH just needed to say that he is not involved in delaying the burial of ECL. That's what our HH need to do. He need to come out in the public and declare his name, because he is the head of the government. Mamona. Zambian government, GRZ, the head is HH. So if there are things happening in the government, people will blame HH. Otherwise, HH, if he's not involved in what is happening, basambe mokuma bokwatawe. If we in AZ's church, I have nothing to do with the delay of ECL burial. And then we are going to go after the person who is delaying the ECL burial. Nganiba Kabesha, we shall deal with, because the government, there are people in that government. We just can't say government, no. Because we are government, government. So we have to address the person in charge. And now, if HH is not in charge, he must tell us whom we can go and confront. Papariashid. That is my comment on this. So if our HH is not taking responsibility for why we have not buried ECL for 9 months, he must tell us he is not the reason why, and he must point us to who is the reason why we have not buried Balungu. Because HH is the president, is on top. So now, if HH is on top as the president of Zambia, and we haven't buried Balungu, who can we blame? This is what HH should do. He should just come out and say, I'm not responsible for the delay in Lungu's burial. He should say it. And then, since he is the boss, but whoever whom we can address in this matter, because it's 9 months that washikaba Lungu. Elote no mwei. Nomba mwamba no kukaka fya abantu abayamba okulalanda fyati shikeni wa Lungu mwamba okubakaka. Nga bamirumbula eshinati ni reason yetu twashikira ba Lungu ni mwebo mwaba tuwala kuma koti humiliation and harassment. Okay, but HH, if you don't want to be humiliated and harassed over the lack of ECL burial after 9 months, tell us who we should go approach on this matter. Because abantu nomba pafikire kamita kale sopo kaka. People's patience are running out. You know? Abantu patience irechita run out because it's 9 months that washika balungu. Eotakwa abapo ifiaso. Nothing like that has ever happened. Huh? So we have to solve this thing one way or another. We have to get it to the bottom of this. And we will not get to the bottom of this. A harassment and humiliation. Okay, but HH, if you are not the one holding the body, this funeral from happening, then who is it? Tell us by HH. Vindicate yourself from this so that we go and address the people. It's 9 months now already. Ngakale tuashika. Inonshitanga kulina mass 6 months requiem mass. Abantu bala kwato muntu po afwira. People have even a 6 months memorial. Number 9 months, no nothing. No nothing. Mwe bantu bakwalesa. Yes, so area shilio. Na ikuwa area shi Mozambique. Amaloze, yes, they are, you know, I'm not here to argue with anyone. You believe what you believe. Even me, I'll believe what I believe. Chapwa. Let's respect each other. But as Christian, we are brothers keepers. Umunte tekare mochari 9 months tamwashika, and you think it's normal. Bamembe fiye bamembe. He directed the message kuri by HH. So by HH, ingate reason why we haven't buried by ECL. Let him just say it's not me. and point us to the person who is responsible for this burial to drag. It's simple as that. It's simple as that. Let our HH point us to the person. Okay, video Batuma. Thank you, by Grace. Let me play the video.
I have wandered far.
Yala kwana 9 months. Ichitumbi cha kwa Edgar chichiri kufurichi. Ichichimono okukaka echitumbi. Watwale echitumbi cha munobe ku prison for 9 months. Wakwata omutima washani. Nangu kukosa omutima teefi. Release that body so that Edgar's family can bury their loved one. Be a human being. Your actions are human. Edgar is not buried today because of you wanting his body. That's all I wanted for. Why do you want Edgar's body that much for 9 months? Almost 9 months now. Your friend can't be buried because you are saying, you know, I have to have the body. I have to bury Edgar's body the way I want. Chitumbi chobe. Do you want to eat that body? Is it your body? Is Edgar your relative? Is he your friend? Let him be buried. What will you say? Look at the way the family is suffering for 9 months. By the funeral, by the mourning. Let them have a closure. Nangu kubipa mutima te ifi mumendo. Wesho mutima kwata koruse. Imingalato tepalifyo. You can't have imingalato on everything. And what is imingalato? Uchenje shimango. Let Edgar's family bury Edgar. That is my last argument. Hakainde chilema. Nkalapo na chifundo kwa mutima. Kwato mutima uwa muntu.
I have wandered far.
Leko munobe ayatushi. Yala kwana 9 months. Ichitumbi cha kwa Edgar chichiri kufurichi. Ichichimono okukaka echitumbi. Watwale echitumbi cha munobe ku prison for 9 months. Wakwata omutima washani. Nangu kukosa omutima teefi. Release that body so that Edgar's family can bury their loved one. Be a human being. Your actions are human. Edgar is not buried today because of you wanting his body. That's all I wanted for. Why do you want Edgar's body that much for 9 months? Almost 9 months now. Your friend can't be buried because you are saying, you know, I have to have the body. I have to bury Edgar's body the way I want. Chitumbi chobe. Do you want to eat that body? Is it your body? Is Edgar your relative? Is he your friend? Let him be buried. What will you say? Look at the way the family is suffering for 9 months. By the funeral, by the mourning. Let them have a closure. Nangu kubipa mutima te ifi mumendo. Wesho mutima kwata koruse. Imingalato tepalifyo. You can't have imingalato on everything. And what is imingalato? Uchenje shimango. Edgar's family buried Edgar. That is my last
argument. Those are the words that have landed by Membe. Be arrested and charged with the humiliation and harassments. Anyway, some of those words are there in hash, but you know what I can say is some of these words are cliche, you know. We use these words. It's just a figure of speech. I don't think, nobody, any human being, we are not carnivores, right? We Zambians we know that HH is not a carnivore. So that's just a figure of speech, you know. Like, we can't be just like walking on eggshells. Everything we say, ni pama eggshells, maishwa. Like in Zambians, we are walking on eggshells. People can't vet. Membe, for me, it was just an appeal. Listening to that is just an appeal from Membe and just a figure of speech. It's not that HH kuchibali omuntu. No. We know that HH is not a carnivore. Even HH himself, he knows he's not a carnivore. Even Membe knows HH is not a carnivore. You know, it was just an honest appeal. But the president have taken these words to heart. But I think besides those harsh words of Ulefo Kumuria and Kwate Ubuntu, you know, the president himself boasting about Mingalato dribbling people. I think a lot of things that Membe said were true, except the fact of the cannibalism. And I don't think Membe meant by HH was a cannibal, but I just think it's a figure of speech. You know, in Zambia, tuale seka tula seka, we are a culture who uses certain words which are like just a cliche. Nika saying, you know, so again, we see the president running to the law because he's in power, and now Membe is in jail. What can we say? Why was he arrested? If you can rewind the video, Membe asked the president to say, why haven't you buried ECL, Tarium Nove, you know, Kwato Ubuntu, you know, Mushole for Kumuria. Those were the things Membe was asking by HH. So if you're feeling, but you know, these are languages we use in our everyday language. Everyday language, we hear these people use these cliches, but it's just a way I see as Membe was driving a point home. But I think that this is too extreme to arrest and charge him when instead of the president focusing on the fact that ECO is not buried, the president is focusing on the words that Membe said. And I don't think it's fair, you know. Even if you arrest Membe, all of us should continue addressing the problem. And the problem is 9 months tomorrow, ECL is not buried. You know, I always say here, let us be politically correct, because apparently HH is very sensitive. You know, me, I've always been saying here to say, Vena Zambia, be politically correct. Mwena, Ilasai Balo Baleta is for exactly this same reason. If it is chichika pari ba Membe, a reason baletera cyber law. So to feel to have politically correct, even if you have a point, and we all have a point, Balungu 9 months tomorrow, he's still in a morgue. Now, Membe balande kofie, he used certain words, Baba Kola. But we shall not shut up talking. We'll continue talking and demanding that whomever is holding this barrier to let go. You know, if the president is not the one who has delayed this barrier, let him say it and tell us who is delaying. And we are saying is the president because he's the head of the government. If the president is not delaying the MMEMBE burial, let the president come on camera and say, Mwevena Zambia, I have washed my hands clean off of this Lungu burial thing. And it's the government of Zambia who is delaying. I have given them a green light to go ahead to do it. But, you know, him arresting people for calling him out, when he's not saying when he's not coming to refute the allegations, is very worrying and suspicious. Because he was accused, Mwamona, by MMEMBE, accused by HH. Yes, that is the thing. Ndalanda Inepanomi, I'm a human rights advocate. And I've been educating people how to say things. You have to mind, especially we know that Bali letter cyber law. Idia cyber law, HOBA is exactly for what has happened to MMEMBE. That is the reason why the cyber law is here. If you just say one thing off, back sender, Mwaishma. So the cyber law is for the reason exactly like what has happened for Kuriba MMEMBE. So we have to be politically correct. You know, by Chico, I won't argue because more about UPND. So if you have a comment about Chico, just say it in the comment section. Because you are a UPND and you are very controversial. So since we are not a UPND page, I decline to add you respectfully. Thank you. But Idia Shipano, we are saying be politically correct. That's number one. Number two, there is a cyber law, IAISA. And that cyber law is for this exact reason of what has happened to Kuriba MMEMBE. Mwaishiwa. The reason, if it's Chitike Kuriba MMEMBE, HOBA letera cyber law. So you have to be politically correct. Number three, if the president is injured or offended by those sentiments, I think he can find a better way to address it than charge MMEMBE with humiliation and harassment. I think they are peers. They can have a meeting and resolve that. And the fourth point is, if the president is offended, let him come publicly and refute those allegations. If the president is not the reason why the body is delayed there, let him come publicly and deny it. And the point as to umuntu wale ngati chichiriro chijombe kuja ku South Africa for 9 months now. Uwale ngati chichiriro chijombe ni nani? Part of president, you can't just go over president. Mwaima mwamkusuwinga ba MMEMBE for kumyebera party nimo mwe bale ngechiriro chijombe. So bale, yeah. So imwe president ba hakainde ba MMEMBE balandati nimo mwe bale ngechiriro chijombe. But instead of addressing the accusation mwabakaka, the accusation still stands. Because mailoni 9 months balungu tatwashika. Te nomo iyo. Te nomo bakabesha balisa online but no kuti we can't have elections before etatulashika balungu. So nomba who are responsible tukanye okushika balungu ni nani? This is the $1 million question. Now the president is the head of the government. So if the president is the head of the government that has sued the Lungu family there, let the president come in public and decline the reason why chiro chali jomba kulia. Elo batulange reason batupele solution batulange umuntu walenge chiro chijombe so that we follow that person. Because kwa diba lawsuit kulia. It was the lawsuit is by the Republic of Zambia. And the head of the Republic of Zambia is the president, Bahaka inde ichilema. So whom can we blame? Mwebantu bakwalesa. Whom can we blame? Ukweba tichiro chali jomba kulia. Because the lawsuit is from the Republic of Zambia. and Kabesha was appointed by the president wa HH. So ichiliro cha Jomba kulia South Africa. Nomba walengera tichiliro chijombe ni nani mwe bantu bakwalesa. Ngata mwa president iseni ku camera president mwise mutwebe. Bahaka inde. Come to the camera and decline the allegations to say you are not the reason why ichiliro chali Jomba kulia. Ero nomba mutu chite direct obo twakula ya mukulirida ko pa problem yeyo twakwata. If you can't be the solution as the head of state for this problem, Dr. Hakainde Ichilema, point us to where we can find the solution, because you are the president, you are the head of the judiciary, you appointed Kabesha. So if mwandi nfwebe na Zambia, na tuchura sana na problem hii. Haiba ana, tuachula with the lack of burial, Ichiro chali Jomba 9 months. So instead of, okay, na muba suing if you're fine, we don't know how you made me feel. We can't comment on how you felt by Freddie Membe's comments. That's a personal thing. But besides the point of your humiliation and harassment, Pariba Membe, the question still remains. Who is to blame for the lack of burial of our president? You are the head of the government. So you at least you owe us an explanation at this time. As Zambians, you owe the family, the country, and the whole world an explanation why Lungu is not buried, because you are the head of government. Mamona, the HH is the head of the government. That suits the Lungu family. So, if my HH has nothing to do with it, then let him come publicly and tell us to say, I have nothing to do with the burial of ECL, and point us where we can take our grievance there. Because in a government is an institution, but there are people running the institution and making the decisions. So if it's not HH who made the decision to keep this burial in limbo, then who is it? So we go to that person and resolve this problem. Because whoever was born had to die. And when you die, you have to be buried. That's life, that's nature. Keeping somebody in a morgue because of a law case is inhuman. You know, it's unheard of. It's the first time we're experiencing this thing. So, Elia Ashid. Elia Ashid, you may want to back. Yeah. Anyway, I think I've said my point, and I'll go. I'll try to come in early tomorrow, but I've made my point. But on that member issue, you know, it's really sad. It will be 3 months, 9 months tomorrow with this burial problem. But besides that, the elections are coming. You know, time is going. Time waits for nobody. Mamona, in Shitaileya, time is not waiting for nobody. Time is going. Elections are around the corner. Now we have these polls that are happening. The opinion polls that are happening on Emmanuel Mwamba verified. So on Wednesday there will be a big opinion poll where all the major presidential candidates will be voted for, including the current president. So it is a big deal, guys. It's a big deal on Wednesday. Call in to vote. The chiefs cannot really be involved. Like MMEMBE said, umuntu afwa, it's between the family. So even if chiefs this is between the family and the government, you know. So that's why we just have to appeal to the government to let go. That's why everybody's quiet, because it will just be people. In fact, it is the church. Nima church, as Zambia as a Christian nation, we need to practice the the Christian principles of honesty. Ukubebera po ba GRZ tifo balechita nabalufyanya. So Zambia as a Christian nation, believing anchored on Christian values, should go to GRZ and ask them to let go of this case. Because our country is a Christian country, and we are anchored on Christian values. So, the church, you need to step up. And MMEMBE was right to step in. Maybe his choice of words were not really the best, but again, it's like these are cliches. Bahakainde can't be so sensitive on certain words when he knows he's not a carnivore. You know, even when Kulanda Fefokati is a figure of speech, and you can't use those words. You throw your opponents in jail. Makebi shut down the internet. No, but we say Makebi shut down the internet yesterday. He shut it down. About 3,000 people were watching live, 3,000 to 4,000. You know, Elo Paliwa page Bamwamba. Bamwamba says he reaches almost 37 million people in a month. So by this week, 10 million, maybe all the voters will have seen by Makebi Zulu. So we are just waiting for him to be chosen as a flag bearer of PF so that we make Makebi Zulu a household name. Yeah. And the other thing I want to say is people are saying, forget about my opinion polls, the elections will be on August 13. And I want to tell those people that, you know what? Nanguni exam, kula ba mock exam. Techu ime if you have mamuturo, wayamkuvo what na yamkulemba grade 12 exam, you will fail. Ulea upone. That's why ingolea mkulemba grade 12 exam, kula bama mock, kula bama test, kula bama quiz, kula bench before you sit for that grade 12 exam. Ama Olympics, you know those people who go for Olympics? Those Olympians, but our Olympians, the people who are picked to go to the Olympic, kula about training. They train, and then Iwala mock Olympics, and they pick the best candidates. So this is what's happening. Kuma Olympics, tawe mafia muturuat na yamku butuka ku Olympiki. Uleya pona. So everyone prepares for the Olympics. If it is a team, you prepare for the Olympics and put your best performing candidates there. Ingani grade 12 exam, you study, you do mock exam, you do quizzes with your friends, you get ready to go and take that exam. So this is what's happening. Nama EMV polls are here. Stop rubbishing them, because this is will prove who the real popular candidates are. Some people, they are not popular, but they are overrated. Mamona. Umuntu afe pa internet, ayambokula bepo bufi, my candidate is popular, will win. Mamona, deceiving the masses. So if we just sit here and follow these cheerleaders from Facebook, I'm a mouth for hire. If Zambians sit and they just follow mouth for hire, they will be misled, because yama mouth for hire yakala imba every day papa internet. My candidate is popular. The day of election, mugasanga tu ya candidate wenu you will be disappointed. So if we don't want to be disappointed, we don't want to have a shock. That's why we are heavily relying on the opinion polls. And we shall be doing this until August 13. Opinion polls ni tie na your opinion polls. But the numbers, they will be dropped. Every chitika kuno. Kuno kwa fumade democracy ni tie na yo. Ama opinion polls ni tie na yo. If someone is not pulling the numbers in the opinion poll, they drop from the race. So this is what will happen here as well. Nitie na yo will be doing opinion polls until August 13 on different platforms so that people know who is popular and who is not. Because abantu bambi, hey, I've got 500,000 followers. If you have 500,000 followers, why can't they pick up the phone and vote for you? Why? Why can't they take a computer and go in the comment section and vote for you? Why not? You claim you are popular. So, we don't want any deception, Napa. We don't want any deception or false overacting, whatever, not to fikana. That's why we are going to rely on opinion polls. If you say you have 1 million followers, let your 1 million followers come and put comments pa EMV show. Bakala penda EMV show ide bakopa opinion poll ide bakopa Wednesday. They will be counting phone calls as well as comments. And they have an advanced system which is filtering. So even if you vote more than once, the computer, their filtering method will be able to tell that this person voted more than once. And then those opinion polls, they will be conducting them often. So to let's say fulula, we don't want fake people. But we know we can't stop them. Even if tabakwete abantu nangwa pa baloti, abantu bakeshiwa pa kuvotera. I submit. Chair Moisen. We know Mlishan.
I slept well yesterday.
Oh, it was a good day. Yesterday?
I slept like a baby.
Peace. Yalisa pona muchalo mutende. Oh my God.
Why is it coming from?
Yeah.
The way he was calculating things, the way he was answering. Oh my God. Imwe.
No, uwaleta ni kaka imwena.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Uwafitala ka imwena.
I'm telling you. And he said it, all of you guys, you are in the diaspora, please, you have got a job to do back in Zambia. And I remember your words where you are saying, all of us, got a degree, got a shiny, we go to Zambia and put Zambia there. Period. Zambia shima.
Nabasha kwatama degree, you know? Like there are people who have skills, people have skills.
Exactly.
Twali kuna ku diaspora people bali sambirira bakwatama skills, bakwatama degree. Imagine if those people can go and help rebuild that country. It can be amazing.
Yeah. That guy, Alimpanga Mairo. Alimpanga. And you can imagine, you can even feel, even Emmanuel, the way he was feeling, I could see that Emmanuel is happy today.
Yeah.
Emmanuel, he was so happy.
Yeah.
And my friend member, it's unfortunately, so that I don't know. It's all of us just to keep quiet now.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to be quiet. If you haven't done it politically correct, ndala ndaine dionse pano.
No. Listen, Mr. President Mpomi. You know, us, we are Africans and we are Zambians. Now, show Zambiani, Ghana kwata chila kuchikongo. Kuchukua tukanaba pongoshi. So it's better you are just avoiding. Because even me, Fred Membe is just a human. And is thinking about another family. He has got a heart. Because he's saying, why 9 months, please? Why? Huh? And I hear certain politicians, groups, my leaders, my oppositions, they are saying, oh no, people, they are saying there's the invisible hand, which is not true. What do you mean it's not true? Tell us if it's not that hand which is holding HH to Edgar Lungu to not to be married.
Mwaputuka. Okay, my chair has been interrupted. Yeah, welcome people. Yeah.
This short 59-page book will make 6 figures.
So, we are happy that my KB was live yesterday. Hello, Valley, later peace. Yesterday, everyone, we all slept peacefully. Twalia lala mumutende. Twali umfawino. Ine na pano fe Justin, I am still happy. Na mumona pame so na nde moneka na yanga na moneka kwa tam 16. Just listening to my KB lifted 10 years off my face. I even look younger. It's answer because some of these things they drain you. Yeah, you so much stress. I'm so happy. I'm like, woo.
Exactly.
I know we can stress ya Zambia. Yeah.
You go out in 2 seconds.
Who got in 1 day, so? No manga to them for if you are fidia. To let to yellow come to allow but we have hope, your mood changes, you feel good, you're just like, oh wow, we have something to look forward to. But
Exactly.
the things that are happening in Zambia are Mwanji. Kutu aba depressed. But it's good, Bamakebi to Atotela for shutting the internet down. What Taraka
I thank him out Samba and Kapianga. Is it Kapianga?
Those people who have stepped down from the race.
Yeah.
That's what we need. There can only be one president, and all the popularities with Makebis.
And the Makebi, I assured everybody say, you'll be part of the government.
Yes.
I need to take all of you guys.
Government ikulu sana. Which a government can them, but it's a big machine.
It's a cake, big cake.
Zambian government is a big machine. So we'll say just be ready. Even my opposition president, Simuila Monati Shan, no, we shall be partners. Some of us in Bitukasumina, I just want to be a consultant. Mumbi Kefa consultation board,
Yeah.
But those of you who are young, even if you are not young, you want to be involved in the thick of it. You will do whatever you want. Government, there's no need for this opposition to fight. You know? A government which is run independently, is different where government umuntu mwale control afyonse fira chepa.
No.
But we need a government here where it has spread the winds around where specialists are running the show.
Yeah. It's what he said. Makeb. He explained each and every province. This province we are lacking this. This province we are lacking this. This province what do you want? Tell me I'm our opposition. No, Shant. Tell me what more do you want? Give him chance.
Inenganali president, ave nama opposition, yabale for kuba president. Could nabapela for district, nabapela na MP to develop this. Nabapela na 1 year. Kaini bale for kutungulula te? Cause ukutungulula is to work and deliver. So me, if I were the president, all these people who are saying I want to be a president, I want to be president, when I come to power, couldn't sign a for executive order, na sign. Nati, once your muntu walela ndalanda mu position ni, here, Ngalilu Saka district, namupela.
Yes.
Namupela na ma project, namupela na MP, namupela na timeline. And if he don't deliver in that timeline, out, nima noise maker. Mulefa afyo tufulo kwa uloku yomba. Yes. MMEMBE should adopt this strategy. When he forms government, all these people in opposition have take a project and give them, fund them and monitor them and give them a timeline.
Go out there. Go out.
Yes,
there.
because they're all crying, we want to lead, we want to lead. So, me, if I become a president or I work anywhere near MMEMBE, I'll tell the president MMEMBE to say, all these people who were making noise to be presidents, give them a project, give them money, and give them a timeline to deliver. If not, ngatabachi deliver project, you're out. Choir. And it will be less. Come for 1 year, more a small project. Because we can't have all these lies that have been happening in Zambia, where people after 5 years to pay in another 5 years. Are you kidding us?
No.
We have given you 5 years, you want 10 years?
10 years,
5 years.
To do what?
I know.
You have failed in another 5 years.
Ndola, you know that in Ndola Lusaka Road, that road is less than 500 kilometers. And if you go on ChatGPT, that project, which was fully funded, was supposed to be completed in less than a year. Ilian duo carriageway, Balingiroko Ipuisha, in like 7 months. But after 5 years, tie up. Walelona Twikalama Bridge Yalepona on a new road. Are you kidding me? Bridge Uchi Apona Shani.
Yeah, it's bad, my sister.
Mwarishi baba mlamu benu ineba kuma Europe, kusotula ya ku Europe. In his hometown, Padibaka Bridge, Alantwala Podionsenga to Ayapa Mushpama woman in Europe. Kwadiba Bridge. The bridge is more than 600 years old. That Valley Angadidapo. Elobadi Abaichi. Yali meaning a bridge. The bridge is still there. He takes me there. I've even taken a picture on that bridge. That bridge has been standing for over 600 years. Yali meaning a bridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that last year we were there when we went for a funeral. We even drove on that bridge. Yeah, I mean in 600 years, no repairs. And you can tell me people can build a bridge after a few months. Yapona, marabishi ya msangwashani, kutumpo.
Imagine. I know the country is growing in shine. Anyway.
Elo Zambia mfula iloka for 3-4 months. Ukukuma Europe, when mfula iloka all year round mfula ilaloka. Even in summer na muikala mfula yaloka. Mamona. But bridges have been standing for 600 years.
Yes.
These people, they are playing with us. Bayi vile impia bayi babakule fia madogo bayi impia baseni. Eh? Alabala furishwa abantu mwandini. Emma, what kind of give us another 10 years? Bridges are falling, ama classroom wale kule mitengo shire chitana imisebo shari mbauka at give us another 10 years. You have failed to build dual carriage where Lusaka ndola mwari firwa. Tamwa LMPA you were funded they use NAPSA money.
We are jokers.
Ero naba mungulu bale supporter. Ine Zambia and me once. If these people vote back UPND government, Nishama Zambia ni mwarite moku chula. Ero ine I'll not even waste my time to talk for to be involved in Zambian politics.
It's what I told you yesterday. I was telling you this guy, UPND guy, who he called and said, give us 5 years, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't wait. I think the daughter of Zion, he said, hey, my brother.
Wow, inenga wa workshop nga ma workshop UPND, I am done. Because Zambiani, muri bana banono imwe, abengi ama voters baichi.
Oh no.
Yeah, young voters, but molesu mineti abupuba. You are settling for nonsensical government. Kuti mulebo terobu teko shuwa bridge yoba kuri in a one rainy season bridge yapona. I've told you, inema mlamu bendu makuma Europe. Pero country ya infula ila loka 12 months in a year. Infula ila loka 12 months in a year. But bridge yali mean 600 years. Imama kula bridge within 2 months bridge yapona. They failed to construct a road from Ndola to Lusaka in 5 years. A road which can be completed in 7 months. On a flat land, flat land. Mulangala Muzambia. Mulangala. Google even Switzerland. Google Switzerland. Mumone imisewe shaba ku Switzerland. They blasted tunnels. Mozambia mwalikwata mangalo imwe. Go even ku Switzerland. Kwa bama mountains ku Switzerland. It's not a flat land. Pakukula musewo ni engineering blasting mountains ukukula ma bridge ya imamumulu batibale kula. Bali fikula fiali mina for years and years. Number you are jokers. Mulefiro kulo musewo on a flat land. You don't even need to blast any mountain. You just need to put a grader, no kubika genuine tar, genuine rocks. You layer the road accordingly so that it is sandy there. Moita compactero mwabike ifimabwe. Padamulesa mkubika tani shi road naikos. Bale firwa. Bale bula fyo mchanga babika na kalea. Mulangala.
And you can imagine they were rapping about PA, but no, imitengo, ishani, marista shani, kuma roads, imitengo. Look at them now.
Welcome by Priceless. Because the major population of Zambia is young people. So you see how other people are living in other countries. So nga mukafiso mini shefine fia mandongo construction. Ba migonga 5 years bale migonga. Hey, we have released CDF. Hey, we have shan. I rest my case. Mama Prices, you are not ready? So I think Nachimona live or dead Dachima live. I think people are over there. Oh, Mozambia mulesekesha.
I'm telling you.
a screenshot from that I'm doing one or two things.
Okay. Awo muzambia mwali befisera era bakwate efisera fya kulombe fyawo abalumbe fyawo kube bafulire.
Yeah. And you know, I can't. For me, I can't blame the Zambians. I think in a one-man show, yeah, the show.
No, you know, but Chair, in August 13, if Kachitika, I'll blame the Zambians. Because on August 13, Zambians have the right, who have an opportunity to put in a government to deliver their dreams. Upon the land, if it take 5 years, okay, we give it to them. So, number, we have an opportunity on August 13 to remove them. So, this is why I'm saying that I'll be here to pushing. We are going to push and we are going to make MMEMBE a household name. The rest is up to you to go and vote for him. But if you people fail to go and vote for MMEMBE on August 13, fear no. Life in Jikala, I'm in a place where people plan for everything, you know, and we want that to happen in Zambia. Zambia is a rich country.
You know, my sister. You can't put too much blame to Zambians because I am staying over there for create abantu. You see what I mean? Where you can't protect your vote.
No. Apapena twala kana. If you're talking about chitika no kuchitika. That's why we need to be here to talk to these MPs. Even if these MPs betrayed us on Bill 7, they can't betray us on the ECZ law. Mwamona. Because Nabena, they were going to be victims. Our Bill 7 Alliance MPs, ingaba pisha ECZ law idia. Nishnomba, katwish. ECZ law idianga yapita, it will be illegal. Because takwa wakufunya seal. For example, a dollar, kuchi wafunya ama seal yalia bapama dollar yalia. There is a reason, like a dollar or Zambian kwacha kwa tama seal. Every legal document has a seal. You know?
Yeah.
Like in an inquatana certificate and ya paya kuyunza. Padi wama seal kwachi ya tatu. There are 3 seals. Actually 4.
Exactly.
Nichwe ninji kowe kakuchibumbo. Like any mirangi. My UNZA certificate is right there on the wall. Ilikuisa. Iwapo mwaimona. Iwapo.
Yeah.
And that thing has got about 4 seals. Ya alikuwa tachi seal which are ready. Elo na emblem ya kuyunza. Na paper babomfia. Na ye na ni security. The paper that certificate is printed on. It is a special paper. Banama signature, yabidi. All those are security features. Mwamona.
Right.
So to append a finger on just on that the certificate, chilechi paper.
About side like that.
To pendele finger, if you must security features, if you party certificate,
5 or 6.
Party chilecha red, there is a red seal. There are 2 signatures. And then there is the emblem for user, and then the paper itself. So 5, all those things, they are what make the document legitimate. Umuntu ngai kataishi bate, aloleshe paper la, aloleshe si unanguni mpia. Nanguni mpia. Kulolesha waloleshe paper la pali botuma si watermark shan mwaishi bate. This is a legitimate document number How?
Yeah.
We'll be here, we'll be talking. Kale twayamba twaliberera. So we are you know the feeling I get when I'm flying from here kuya ku Zambia. Elo na Africa nomba. Ngadalonesha paka map kaliachi. Or pilot walandati. We are 1 hour away. We'll be touching down in Lusaka. Mayambo Kulondora, the weather in Lusaka is shan. You call, oh my God. You know, this is the feeling I have. Ma? Yes, you know, when I'm going home to Zambia, and I'm with a touchdown. I am Nafika mu motherland.
Independence Stadium.
We fly through Congo. Kuma Egypt is a down. Mwapta pandola, mwafika musaka. You know? So this is the feeling I'm having, anticipating the August 13th. It's like we are about to lay in the Kanayambo which that descent. We are descending. We are descending. It's been a long journey. We are excited. Personally, I'm excited because we are descending to August. In the Kanayambo Kwikira. Touchdown in Africa. August 13th, touchdown.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but priceless. Itwalaya, if you want to say something. Thank you for the money, Gan, Gwendolina, Totela. Thank you. Mune tuma kwa ma gift. Wa Chris, tumenko gift. Chirishan. I can play something. When you're ready, you can tell me. Varuthi, I see you. Now you cover. Anyway, it's just, but you're my KB yesterday. Oh my God, it's such a breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air. My KB, my ones. You know, and you know, like he connects with everybody, all the callers, Avalemba Machina, Leveta Bonsia, Tumiama phone won't say, Avalemba Machina. I'm like, wow, you know, it's so nice. We have had other presidents, Padia, Nanguatuma Foni, at the caller who just called. That's why Makebi Avantuale Mutemwa, because Naena is showing love to people, is taking time to even write down people's names and mention their names. It just feels nice for someone to mention your name. It's like they have regard for you. And that's why Makebi is winning. He has got those personal, respecting other people and kindness and love. Because other candidates, they don't care. Abantu nangu batu mafoni. The caller who shan yuko. The lady who shan yuko. Makebi will say your name.
You know, he's organized. He's organized.
That is respect right there. Paramuna tumafoni kulete kere Bambi wala bali baleta papali ba mwamba pali abalela bana ma question. Naba mwimpusha question alabo muntu teshibe no achipusha question. But Makebi is so meticulous. Even people who didn't have a question, who had a comment or just an appeal, he knew each one of them's name. Bachoro tamwanje shiba. Bachoro introduce yourself. Zambia yikuru. Introduce yourself, Tawandi Shiva. And let me introduce myself, Tawandi Shiva.
Well,
Bali pa Facebook ba cholwe chunga. Imagine it. I am the president, Kuno. I am the Bali Injinikata. I am a at Facebook president. But I'm pocket Japan. If you're in Ghana, if you're Landa, the people who hijacked my party, you know what they were saying? At who is she? We don't even know how. How can you Facebook president? After Maria Bia Shandibanyo Paula, Jesus was denied 3 times.
Facebook president is
after they thought they were, you know, Banyo Paula and Pia Shandi Nachta Fionsero Basen de Chipani. Hello, want to push at who is she? That's why they show me never Pumulos to make. Oh, you mean that's a Facebook president? Alana is second to movie. Umuntu movie. Umuntu aleva performing and every day apart. Who is she? We don't know her. You mean the Facebook president?
Yeah.
At least people know me. That's all I can say. No, you know what's in Dutch panicha. Bantu bali mwishiwa. Kuti abula pona maika ya mkulanda bantu bamu.
Yeah.
Bali ya wale. If you have forgotten me, it's fine. You'll find out who I am one day. Yeah. Munima prodigal son. Kai tuwali minshiwa. You are prodigal sons. You know prodigal son ingaya kuliokwaya. Ala chinja neshina. A prodigal son or daughter, when they go, they change their name and they deny their people kulia. They deny their roots. So if you are under ways biblical, you are to Alan. What you have said is biblical because all the prodigal people, when they ngaba pondoka, bara lava ko bafumana banyina. I know a girl who pondoka, a real life story. A girl I saw pondoka real life story. Ba mukonka banyina bayamfoya ali chinja nation ati nokutinesha kwatana bamayo. Atinga bali abachisa tawe bali abana kashini ba antifye ine bamayo balifa. So ififile chitika. Prodigal son or daughter nga pondoka ala chinja nation nokukana bafyashi bako. Imwe, some of you. Bali miseba nyamairo kuli makembi ala mwali sebana.
Yeah, bad.
Bali sebana ngani ma mundu bile nena ali mfira munensoni. Ba mundu bile bali sebana mailo. Ha. Ba mundu bile bali sebana mailo mwe bantu bakwalesa. Yena ali umfira munensoni na lefu anokuibira mailo ero makebi alelanda. Oh, that hot air yalelanda ba mundu bile kanshi fiabufi. Inena ali umfira mwensoni alabali sebana.
Okay, I appreciate it.
I was not UPND. We just wanted to change, but everybody was upset about Tribalism ya MPF. Effort wa fumine, effort wa imino kutaji campaign ba nani kani. We decampaigned by PF because we were upset about the cadarism. And I'm not the only one. Many people, including the PF themselves, they were not happy about the cadarism. So number, if you chika mu UPND mlefa ture support, tamunguru you can support all these things that's happening in UPND. Me, I am among the first people who started the campaigning UPND. Immediately, Nelly Muti was appointed. I was like, no, I am out of this. Count me out. Go on my Facebook page, which te follow. We know. Yeah, you never take a point by Nelly Muti na fumanamu. Nelly Muti cannot be a speaker because Nelly Muti, there are issues where she has not been fair. Nelly Muti, there are pictures all over circulating her as a member of UPND. She's not going to be fair in that parliament. And I said it. Point. And if people had listened to me, we would have nipped it in the butt. Nelly Muti, she's not a right candidate for this assembly. I said it. But imwe mwarifi suminisha no kunjewa tindiwa kanwa na riba bita na lefa yenchito nomba turea mkuchita touchdown to after 5 years we are about to go to elections again. Look at what Nelly Muti has done in that parliament. Bale ibia no kulasha na kwasa ngekwa bachi biu bale kwasa on the floor of the parliament. Ishami ewe. Immediately the Nelly Muti Baba son no. And I was insulted. Up to now, people still insult me. But God has vindicated me because I told you so. Okay, by UPND, I campaigned for them. But for direction, almost 4 years I've been here advocating against it by UPND. And for me, the red flag was by Nelly Muti. Immediately now, when never Nelly Muti, Baba Pera Kadiaka Fulu, that Nelly Muti is not going to be fair. Because there are issues about Nelly Muti where she has not been fair. And she is a UPND cadre. It's not a secret. She's there, Muma Regalia, and she's a long-time confident Waba Haka Indi. If even to tell secret, it's on public domain. Now, Mama Nabanelli Muti if you watch the parliament. Ugula posa na mashandombolo mu parliament. Even making statements on behalf of the government, like a government spokesperson overstepping her boundary when she's supposed to be neutral. So, in a number panakula machine because Nadimiere, if you want to feel marine to Canada for Enchito, up to now, the for Enchito. Nadimomba high. Ba Alan. Vanelli motivation and dombolo kwasa. Honorable Speaker, election and kwasa parliament. I told you. Elon kala mishini na fie. Nadimiemere ine parapene machitefi appoint Vanelli Mutielo na leki support by UPND. So I won't see abalelanda jio pumulo ni UPND. Uko kutumpo. Just because I am half tonga mumfuike ati ndimundi yewa UPND kambo mama mbatonga. No. Tamwachitefyo. Tamwalete tribalism muzambi. Tamwachitefyo. Tamakula tubikati yo pumulo mutonga. Pumulo because mutonga ni UPND. No, I'm not. I am Tonga, yes, but I'm not UPND. Just because I'm partly Tonga does not make me automatically UPND. No. You are tribalists. Mwebale mpisha mwad pumulo ni UPND, ni project waba UPND, pantu mutonga. Mweba tribal ni mwevo. Because imotu ungetuenu mwabafye mweka mweba kuma region ya mweyamu. Tamupuse nena organization yaba hakaindi. Mweba kwete ama kampu ya mbia ya nyusha mirumbure no kumirumbura. Kambonye mondinyo ma tribalist over You are just a duplicate of abatule folk funyap. Ewa no mwe say mkula eva inata me tribalist pantundi mutonga. Kutumpoko. We are not going to allow you to divide the country. You know what they're trying to do? Because me, I have a huge presence on social media, and because I'm neutral, they want to pitch all the people from their region to hate me, to say I'm a tribalist. I belong to Camp Yabahaka in the Ichirem. No, I don't. I was among the first people to condemn this government when Neni Muti was appointed. They are liars and they are propagandists. So unamkutakuli propaganda, no propaganda will fly. This election yamu August 13, no propaganda will fly. Ngabai nya propaganda tuwai shooting a poop down. This is what's gonna be happening. No propaganda will be flying. Whatever propaganda they try to fly, shoot it down. Whatever propaganda, that is a blue lie from hell. It is a lie from a pit of hell. And where our tribalist to be a tribalist just because I'm Tonga. Urefire, I want to cook in a kuma camp in Wampatini. You already know that Kukuyaku UPND camp, this is what they are trying to do. They already know that we are UPND camp. Kale nafuma. Nafumineko iliyaba neli mushivari appointed as a speaker. That is yours. For years I've been I've been advocating against the UPND government. So these people to try and say Pumulo on UPND, you are trying to make me nowhere. Mamona, they are trying to make me nowhere so that nanguna support makebi kudia. Kurichi makebo abantu balelanda tao yomuntonga ni UPND. When they know that we are UPND, I'm not part of them. So in the end, I am nowhere. People are trying to discredit me. So that even when I talk at but anyway UPND. Mamona, if I am on Team Makebi camp, people are looking at me suspiciously at Uni UPND. This is what they're trying to do. They're trying to isolate me so that people cannot listen to what we are saying on our page. They want to make this page like we are a propaganda for UPND when they know they are not. We are not we are not a propaganda page. They are trying to discredit us on this page like we are aligned to UPND. They are trying to make this page what we are tribalists. When other name are tribalists. But I have news for you. In August election, propaganda shoot down. If we know I am a tribalist, no tribalist. Because me, I've never been a tribalist. In fact, I'm Pani once said none of them are from my region. They are all from Zambezi, from northern and eastern. These people who ganged up, no kumpoke Pani. None of my relatives is there. Nshabule yo, na senda na ba selfish yo, na la become a blue band. No, I looked at it as we are all Zambians. All these people who ganged up against me no kupoke Pani chandi. After never later pamu, bon seba kuma northern na kuma eastern. Exilda Mwenya, she's a northerner. Udia Simon Mwanza, she's a easterner. So if I am tribalist, why did I even waste my time? Noxenda mantoba kuma northern and eastern kuba later pamu strisa tupange chipani. You know? So stop this nonsense of bullshit of tribalism. If we are one Zambia, one nation, and we are here to work together. So mwila shokula tulantia machine no kula tanti abantu kwebati bale isa mkumfwe uchinka pano bayukula tubepesho uvi. Thank you. Yes.
Well said, madam. Well said. Well said. You know, when they are at the point where they are not matched to your level, they want to bring you to their level of thinking and doing things. They insult, because they insult, they'll tell you that you insult. I've never heard you insult. They disrespect elders. They will tell you you disrespect elders, but they are the ones who are in the forefront of disrespecting elders. Even when you are telling somebody to say you insult, check yourself. Insults everywhere, every day, and on you, it doesn't even matter on every person who doesn't agree with you. That's not how life should be. Madam President, here you can tell me, oh, priceless, this. And I'll come and tell you, no, madam, I don't agree with you. We'll differ on opinion and okay, let me look at how you're looking at. That doesn't mean amount that you should insult me or I should insult you. No. It's because we coexist. The problem is we are dealing with calibers of people who are cadres, and they've grown to be cadres. They've been cadres all along, and they feel maybe you are a cadre. They can't differentiate. When you are discussing anything that is tangible, that is important, like on policy issues, they don't. They focus on petty things, personality, and all that, without looking at what is it that this person is talking about. For instance, when you look at MMEMBE Zulu, Madam President, the person that you've aligned yourselves to, the person who people on this platform have said, as we're going with Tim McKebby, you ask yourself, you colleagues, why are you going with Tim McKebby? We've explained. The money is full of integrity. The money is full of honesty. The money is full of loyalty. We've looked at all those issues, and then they come and start telling us, oh, you're talking about integrity. You're talking about loyalty. Yes. He is the only man right now who can challenge you. Let's look at where we're coming from. When he was not on the scene, opposition, oh, like, you know, they don't care, whatever. The moment McKebby Zulu came on the scene, Jehovah God, Inglushasemka, ku Malaysia, ku UK, ku US, Inglushasemka, Bambokusemka, McKebby, bali mutuka, bali muchitefri fyonse, tamufalenso nya, mampera na malukula. Wewe malukula twaisenda awe, malukula fera, naku Western Province, malukula fera. And we turned it into a positive thing. Okay, malukula, hama, tuwabika pona hama, akwata na hama. You hammer all the poverty in the country. He's gonna hammer load shedding in the country. He's gonna hammer all the unemployment in the country. And that's our policy. If you don't know, you are a grade 3, you are not able to understand. He's gonna hammer unemployment. We have youth unemployment in the country which needs to be dealt with. So he said he's gonna hammer that, so that he's gonna break that, so that there's employment for the youth. He's gonna hammer so that load shedding, so that people have got power. He's gonna hammer, the issue of maybe inflation, so that the inflation is dealt with. He's gonna hammer, the issue of exchange rate. He's gonna hammer so that we have a stable exchange rate. He's gonna hammer poverty, so that there's no poverty. So once somebody upset, what is his manifesto? That is our manifesto. You helped us come up with a slogan which is gonna help him as a president to say, we're gonna deal with these issues. So if you can't pick because we're grade 3, sorry, we apologize. But now I'm trying to make it for you in simple terms. Okay? They've insulted the McKebby left, right, center. Meanwhile, I listened to one boy, that boy called Imbira Yamshi. McKebby, president. I said, aren't you part of the team who are advocating for the daughter to come and be the vice president? So, are you being real? Are you looking at issues in a very realistic? That's pretty hypocrisy. You are hypocrites singing for this. Meanwhile, you are pushing away this person. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. There's so much, Madam Ifumulela, that they are trying so much propaganda. The propaganda of 2021 now will not work as long as we're on this platform. When you do propaganda, we'll come and propaganda you because we don't believe in propaganda. Say the truth will set you free. The Bible is very clear. And they say my people perish because of what? Because of lack of knowledge. Most Zambians, they made a decision maybe to vote for certain people because they didn't have information. And this is what we are saying. If you come with propaganda and they have this public perception deceiving of people, hey, this one has endorsed me. So that
mouth for hire.
No, this one has endorsed me so that what? Zambians, look at Makebi. Have you ever heard Makebi even say, Makebi, this one have endorsed you? No. People just flow to him. They flock to him naturally. Natural, not organic. If we are dealing with organic, natural. No preservatives.
No fertilizer. No fertilizer.
GMOs, no.
If you are in Menena, you want to buy concaf, you buy concaf,
natural, madam, natural love. Not forcing people to love you, forcing people
imagine.
to endorse you, for paying people. No, we don't have that kind of a thing.
You know, mama prices, even the endorsement, we share endorsement, cool voter. Kabale batate endorse baka papa.
You can have the whole country endorse you, but when it's come to voting, people know who to go and vote for. So, if we are not, I'm not even moved. This one has been endorsed. Me, I don't. Especially the fact that when you do that, the outcome usually is not what you are proclaiming to be. So, let's just be real. And I find it so hard that you want to come and you want to portray a picture of insulting elders. I've seen even a post. Ambassador Mwamba posted, a picture of people, the President HH. There's the aspiring candidates of the likes of Hari Kalava. I've seen Fred Membe, I think, and Unburied and Makebi Zulu in the middle. So I told somebody, I said, the right person is in the middle, to a safe ruler. So I see one person insulting Mwamba, girl out. I'm like, what?
Kusamwa. Anyway, they are bitter losers. Losing is bitter.
On your page to say Makebi Zulu people insult. I'm like,
losing is painful, especially in our party. Your candidate is popular. Nachikaripa, Chibaba.
So let's be real. Let's respect these elders. We respect them. No?
No, because Nigella Syria. Because she cannot do what Mwamba is doing. If it was her who was doing it, Ngali happy. But Nigella Syria, she doesn't even have what it takes. She doesn't have what it takes to put
What difference is there that by UPND used somebody from Nigeria to campaign for them, and you go in the footsteps of UPND and go and hire a Nigerian boy who doesn't understand Zambian politics, and you think by giving that boy information, you are doing a good justice to the Zambian people. No.
That's why they are saying she's a mom. Ale balelanda chi ale bomba na ba UPND because ale won't methodology mo ine ba UPND. If we dig deeper, we can find that in Buria Murumendo, they are not related now, just see a zero.
I'm telling you.
Them, yeah.
So Zambia is Papa. Who amongst you people who are bloggers, who are in Nigeria speaking about Nigerian politics, and they will listen to you? Zambia.
Imagine.
You Zambians should take responsibility of taking care of your own politics to say this we don't want, this we want. Not bringing people, starting insulting even people who are elders. It's kind of shameful. Zambians, salapukeni. When you see somebody doing the same thing, if I'm together by UPND, she's also UPND. That's why the whole clue is UPND.
She's a mom, anyway. She's a mom. That's why you answer to what I told you so. Actually, Eshibashani file chitika ngatali na vena ngatabale lyamba imo imbale imo eshibashani file chitika.
Yeah.
Dionseni, I told you so. You are not psychic. Not to Ishibash, you are not psychic. Not to Ishibacho. So the only reason Echo wish will Ishibile 15 is Ulabana then Nakuya Queen planning. You are part of them, you are a more. You are a more Elo some kufuling Avena Zambia Quatina Karimoni opposition. Umuntu wa Shefe ye never lunguba Fida Apangana Amana opportunity. Amana opportunity ye never lunguba Fide. Because the ye campuna to Ishibati, Vale Monaquachi Valunga Bafan Shempera ya PF.
Don't disrespect people. This is why even last time I said it. Madam, I've never heard you address President HH with so much disrespect that I see in people's Ulea boy, President Ulea boy. At least you say Mulea president, not Ulea boy. That is the father.
Suing for harassment. Okay, apart from the chain is okay in Chiparahasa. Okay, Philatia and never Fred men, the Baba sender. Nga ulia more Philatia, Tanista Sendrangate Muntu abo. Philatia dress Ulea boy, Bushe, Ingari, Vera Fio, Yanga Tarebomba Naena, Ngabadi Musenda.
Exactly.
For harassing the president. Number. Wa musuing afenulia DPP. Apa peni mwebena Zambia musange na ansa. Ulia muntu abomba na bena because bara if you were theater and deliver Fred membe, ba Fred membe lero na babengisha. So nga yena chishta baida mkumu ikata kudia for harassment and insulting wakateke chota bale mwikati la chinshi. Nga tabomba na bena.
There's a lot of disrespect, and then you go and change the scenario and you want to hit it on Makebi.
No. But I think, Mama, because Makebi, Baka for humiliation. How long has she been humiliating the president? So isn't that a confirmation to say she's still with UPND? Because if you're not with UPND, you can't say anything to the president.
Don't insult the president like that. Respect the president. Yeah, we can differ on policy. Well, if you tell Mr. President, this is not right. I'm sure about that one. Mr. President, not today, boy. When I want you
so that if to conquer the shit, he won't fear and I shall.
So you have to be careful. So I'm wondering, I was very impressed yesterday with my president.
We know. When I'm here, I slept like a baby.
He spoke.
To the next answer, one says like, oh my God, I feel so happy. Yeah?
He speaks so much with so much, eloquence. With clarity. Very smooth. Now landing very smooth. I said, no. I said, I was like, there goes my game.
Malukula.
It's all good. But for me, the only thing is I would maybe encourage him is he has to know that this is not an easy road. And I would actually dedicate the song to him by Sissy Winers. Madam, you know the song. It's not. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
This road that he has taken is not an easy road, so he has to know that. It's a very, very hard journey, complicated, so many hurdles on the way, but God is able. God cannot give you something that he will make you feel not to achieve. So it's not an easy road, but it's worth it. It's worth taking it for the Zambians, for the majority Zambian. For he is our only Marukula fella. Am I saying the right laws, madam?
Shangwe kimalukula fela wakuluna kwa eka fo. Kimalukula yerubata.
So I submit for the time being.
Ba Facebook twaisala twashara pa TikTok. Bye bye. Thank you, by Facebook. We'll be here tomorrow early. Abantu bale tufuruka so twala bako consistent number.
We have to, because nachimana kwa cha live or dead jari live ko kwa most nachimana kwa father
kwa bali kuya kwini. Ine pala che folk sangwa pa kutiba kubepesha ndasala pa kuyana. Kusala pa kuya nga wasangwa pofe baya kubepesha chimone ne mama. Kusala pa kuya pantu ifwe bale fwa sana okutulantia machine. Oh yeah, they have been trying for years. It's not today, it's not a today thing. Abana bena baishira ponena mofi pantu kuya ku kampu yimbi baba vwapole chipani baba ku kampu ili ya yimbi. So balebo mbana bena to try ukulanda mfya lyonse. They are trying. So I just have to choose where to be.
Yeah. Imavuto.
You know these people who work underground methods. Iti akobati. Bale kupita underground. Nechpani bampokele bale pita underground. You know. Now they have tried so many ways to destroy my name, but my name is still standing. They have tried so hard. They have tried.
Madam President, you know why you are still standing? The issues of integrity, the issues of being honest, the issues of loyalty. You are loyal to what you have built of your branding. Brand that is based on integrity. You don't compromise. You always want to say, let's be politically correct so that we don't, go against this and that. And that's why when people come here, most people don't want to come here because they know they can't insult here. They can't insult. They are cadres. They want to bring cadrism here. We don't tolerate in cadrism. So most of them, they've run away from this platform.
Because you know what, like what JJ tried to do last week. Kulioko bale itukishanya nshaliko na isa isanga abantu amafoni pumulo na bakuteka po kuno kuli JJ achumwali tukatasira. Ili yokutukatasira ni mpena. I don't insult anyone. Of all people I can go and insult Tasira.
At JJ said at all those women surrounding Pumulo, they were clapping after Matukana stayed. I was listening to him. I said, this guy, I don't know what he has gone wrong to.
No, because they want Valefo Kundamfia. Mamona, this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to build a case against me. All that was calculated. Pumulo is a ringleader. They're trying to put me a ringleader as the one who engineered the insulting of Tasira. When I was not even there, I was out of town. For the entire weekend, I was offline. Shall Papa TikTok or Facebook. Nana checking up your Ushiku. In fact, for security reasons, I don't even post what I'm doing when I'm traveling ingana wera ndi munganda ero posta my picture. Because if you make a tabantuka, if you are traveling, you can't be online uri live ulela ngabantu kodi. They will come there and they will arrest you or wala ingira munganda mo bakuibire. So that weekend I was offline, and when I came I posted pictures of where I was. But kumfafe ba JJ ba ya live at Pumulo. Nati mfunye nishina dia ndimufyabu puba. Don't try and fabricate a case for me so that mulume wako atasira nomba mpangelo case nati nalimutuka. Oko nshari. Shimike ni mwebali. Bali nje bati ba isakuno narikana, that I know those people. JJ tried to recruit me narikana. So all that was sour grapes nishininkano kuya kuliba mundu bile. Everything was happening where people were questioning to say, why is it Tasila alenda na JJ? Okay, Tasila omwini alenda, she's neutral. But if you are neutral, why are you working with the people who are from Camp Mundubile? Imi nafe palobe and state your case, you know? If Tasila was neutral, as she said, but we're gonna take her word for it. Tasila said she's neutral. But on the other hand, somebody said, if Tasila is neutral, why does she have to come umoma group wale pitana na JJ who is aligned kuliba mundu bile? And then why are pictures of Tasila flying around na ba mundu bile? And then wa priceless na mulanda another thing ukwebati. Why uliad imbira ya mushiare landa chimakebi alifisa umubili? So, it is okay for you, Camp Mundubile, to invite Tasila to be your vice president or to be your youth chairman, who is a direct biological daughter of Valungu. It is okay for her to be your vice president or whatever position mwamu peloko. But Makebiena, it's a problem. Uwale womba kuli Valungu ni problem kwebati achite follow political career yako. But you people, you are okay with Tasila to be your vice president of or whatever position you have given her. You are hypocrites. That's hypocritical. I rest my case.
Not even that, my sister. Even once I'm MPs, today you can turn around and you say no. How? It's just unfortunate.
In fact, Makebi should actually start prosecuting these people because it's a criminal. Umuntunga afwa, there are certain procedures. You can't even have access to the body. Umuntunga nafwa. Umuntunga afwa, there are certain laws. Noksungo mubiri munganda kama mumishi. In a village, because the ama mochari, omo basungira imibiri munganda na yoni one day for the next day bashika ngafu yoru chero echungulo kushika. Muno muma town umuntu ngafa bakusanga na dead body munganda tauchite report. Hey, you'll be answerable. You can't hide the body. So immediately somebody dies, you call the police, the authorities, kutwalo mubiri. That is the law. So ababantu baleke propaganda ya bufi. It is illegal. Nangfe umuntu fefineni sudden death umuntu hapo na afa. So you can't keep that body overnight munganda. Pope neki umuntu ngafa kutwalo mubiri. Ku hospital kumochari. Nga wasunga ulia mubiri munganda milandu. So how can you make false accusation? Ali sungo mubiri Makebi teta sungo mubiri because it's against the law to keep a dead body in the hospital. And immediately, yes. Nangufeni family yabo. Okay, let's talk logically here. We need to tell people the truth. Even if my mother dies, my daughter dies, once that person dies, a family member dies, the law takes over. You cannot keep a dead body munganda. Kuisa kukaka na iwe wine. First of all, bala kuchita charge to sell imbinwe bo muipeye. Elonga bachita prove that you are kala munganda no mubiri wafa. If they don't prove that you killed the person, they'll take you for mental evaluation. Once they clear you that you didn't kill that person, kukutwala ku mental evaluation, ushari kwa na mu brain ni shale sungiro mubiri. Mamona. So, if you muleve pati makebi ali sungo mubiri, it can't even happen not under any law. Tama mwene bala nakashimuru saka basungiro mubiri bali bakaka abalungu. Bwantu afiro fya kulanda Zambians. Ulia Nicholas ulia, I need to talk to him. Not Nicholas ule imwene sha mufi. Afo tu akula bebe la mawezi ya mo ngo bebe mawezi ya mo next ni lawsuit. Ba nakashinda badi bakaka. So kusale fya kulanda.
If you're feeling and that, you know, the way you are feeling now, you want to poker. That's why they want to you to friend member. You know? How far they want to friend member? Did you get your own movie to be chamu nove?